Oh, now we are.
Now we are. Yay.
Yeah.
That one's not on me, man.
Welcome to Transition into Death. You feel your eyes begin to get heavy. You fall deeper and deeper into a trance. Your body becomes weightless as your heart begins to slow down. Do not be afraid. You are at rest. You fall deeper and deeper. Your soul begins to separate from your body. And you want to feel the warmth of fire. This is the arrival to your final destination. Welcome to eternal damnation. You are now entering hell.
Sup, fuckers.
Matt, I really like the Grand Theft Auto font.
And hello, Rusty Nails. We see you. Hello, everyone in the chat and stuff. Welcome to shit.
Hello, quiet lurkers. Your presence is always appreciated, even if you contribute absolutely not a goddamn thing.
Exactly, like the Mayor Spooky Empire is
And
here.
you
So
The mayor.
the Mayor Spooky, Mr. Mayor. I want to say, you know what? That theme, no matter how many times I hear it, I don't get sick of it. I don't know why. The werewolves are just that good. I never get sick of that song. So, Rob, hi. How you doing? What you drinking? All that good shit.
So I have a gin and tonic that I put in my, in my Dr. Phillips Center Yeti mug that they accidentally sent me in an order that I was supposed to get for my company.
Ooh.
They put all my company's mugs in there, and then they threw in one Dr. Phillips mug. And when I tried to return it, they said, that's fine, but you have to send us that one back. I'm like, this is suddenly too much of a pain in the ass. I'll just keep the damn mug.
But is it as good as a Stanley Cup?
You know what? These are better than the Stanley Cups. Yetis are for people with testicles. Just going to go ahead and say it right there. Karens, you enjoy your Stanley mugs. This right here, this is what you use in prison. This is good quality prison wear. You need to jump some guy who's going to give you some loving later that night. This is what you hit him with.
If you want to sweeten up someone.
Yeah, that's right. I can bring. Okay, so Yeti, Yeti's our new sponsor. We'd like to welcome to the show. Drink there from prison.
And speaking of sponsoring, I did want to bring this up, and I am going to bring it up every show before the show. But because y'all are some stinky motherfuckers, make sure mycarpe.com, between the underarm wipes and the groin powder and the underboob lotion, their line of products are fantastic. And I talked about this on the last show. They just came out with a sweat absorbing face lotion. You know, and I just did a photo shoot last week, and I actually tried this. I was like, okay, I did the moisturizer, then this, and then the primer. Let me tell you, this shit works. I'm fucking 54, menopausal as fuck. I'm out in fucking 80-degree weather in Florida. Did not sweat once. I don't know what the fuck is in this shit, but if you're doing like makeup, it's spooky, doing, you know, I don't know, costume makeup or whatever, trust me, this shit works. I was stunned. My makeup didn't move for at least like 7-8 hours. This shit is fucking fantastic. So there we go. Speaking of sponsors, Freak Show Unlimited, our friends up in the Great White North. So what's going on with you? What you drinking?
It is green up here right now. I am drinking
Ooh.
a chocolate stout.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mm.
Fancy as fuck, boy.
Yeah, but you're missing. Come on, you know.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, that looks good. So prepping our livers as is appropriate. That's fucking awesome. And hello again, everyone in the chat. We fucking miss every single one of you.
No, not all of you. There's a few of you people I can do without.
Well,
But
one or
most of
two,
you I miss.
All right. So Rob, what are you watching this week?
You know what? I've actually been watching a shitload of stuff. Not all of it's horror. Real quick, I'll just go to the non-horror stuff. Beverly Hills Cop, still great. I haven't watched Beverly Hills Cop in like 25 years, maybe 30 years. Still great.
Serge. Yes. Yeah.
I watched LA Confidential, masterpiece. Absolutely masterpiece movie.
Kevin Spacey is the fucking man. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
Yeah, and then let's see. There's something else I'm forgetting, but the big thing that I recently watched was I went through Fallout, and if you have not seen the new Fallout series, holy crap! You know, I as much of a gamer as I am, I've never really played the Fallout games. I played like 30 minutes of Fallout 4, and then I said, not for me. So I didn't go in knowing very much about the game or the background, and man, it took a couple episodes. You know, they were good, they weren't great, and then like episode 4 hits, and you're just like, shit. All right, now I gotta keep watching.
yeah.
Interesting thing about the Fallout series, I just read on Facebook. One of our absolute favorite, well, I don't know if they're necessarily vending, but Bad Moon FX. Everybody at Spooky knows them. They do the costume contest. If it's a great costume, 9 times out of 10, it's Bad Moon FX. They actually got commissioned to do some Fallout stuff, and they found out later it was the people that actually do the show. So some of their stuff is probably going to show up there. So, what?
That's very cool. Could have been a Pip-Boy. That's like the little wrist watch thing.
Possibly.
It's a little bigger than a wristwatch.
Well, yeah. I don't have a better way to explain it, but yeah, I mean, there's tons of stuff in the movie that they could have made. I mean, or the show. So
yeah, so Bad Moon FX, I'm like fucking thrilled. So yeah, Bad Moon FX. Look them up on Facebook. They'll say exactly what they've. But I was like, that's fucking pretty awesome, man. That's badass. Ooh, that's a great question. What new does Freak Show Matt have in store for us at Spooky Empire? That's a great question.
That right there, nothing.
Is that a gaping anus?
Be at Spooky.
Oh, and Matt apparently needs a better green screen as well, according.
Yeah, well, it's the lighting in here, so.
Ari, Matt will take donations for lighting, for backgrounds.
Ari doesn't have the money.
Yeah, so basically,
yeah, we're not going to be there in May, unfortunately. We moved, so yeah, we'll be there. We'll be in South Carolina, and we will be in October. We will definitely be there, and the South Carolina, we'll be releasing the George Romero tiki mugs.
Sweet.
And in October, we decided, actually today, we're doing a alien egg, xenomorph egg mug for October.
Oh, saw that.
Number one.
I saw her preview, and I was wondering what that was.
That's the ornaments.
Oh, okay.
Those are ornaments. But I'm gonna have a full size mug for that, and I'm trying to figure out how to do a face hugger on a straw type of thing. So yeah,
and you can still possibly get when they come back. They have Vecna mugs.
I've got those available now.
And the Jaws barrel
5 just about to come out.
Those Jaws barrels are now discontinued. I have a more screen accurate version that I'll be releasing shortly.
Well, fuckers, I got number 18, so
there you go.
So suck a dick.
And then what else? As far as what I've been watching, I finished Fallout. We finished watching all of The Shield. I got her watching Boardwalk Empire right now, which is an excellent show if you haven't seen it. If you want to watch some 20s gangsters on, up in New Jersey. And then what have we watched movie-wise? I started watching that Dead Boys Detective show. which is a spinoff from Doom Patrol, and
I
Neil
don't think I've
Gaiman's
heard
part
about
of that. He's intertwining it into the Sandman series.
Okay.
So
Oh, I remember the other thing I watched, and I unfortunately have to give a bad review on this.
Uh-oh.
It was the new Fox animated show Grimmsburg.
isn't it? I've watched the pilot, and that's about all I got.
It was so bad. Oh wait, we have a nice piece of. I'm here to talk.
dear
Give my
God.
testimony about Dr. James, who helped me. I was cured from herpes.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Valerie.
We
I
made the
appreciate
big
what
time.
you do.
Herpes and fuck off.
Oh, that's fucking
All right, we want to
fantastic.
give some love to Valerie Snyder, who bravely came forward and talked about having herpes. She's kind of a hoe.
It fits.
I mean, when you
Tracks.
hang out at glory holes, you're probably going to pick up something.
Sounds like we were talking about gaping anuses just a minute ago. So hey, you know what? It's
Yeah.
in line.
Yeah. All right. Well, Valerie, thanks for being brave. We appreciate that.
You're so brave. I love it.
Again, stay away from glory holes. They're really bad places.
That's just
What was I just watching? Yeah, that was a thing in the Shield. There were a few episodes
Really?
where there was glory holes, and some guy was running around hiding behind the glory holes and setting off rat traps.
how?
That's horrible. Yeah.
With
No.
teeth.
Yeah, folks. For herpes relief that you might pick up at the Wyndham's hot tub, just talk to Valerie. She might be able to hook you up. Getting back to Grimmsburg,
Yes.
it was the whole premise. And again, so it ran with Family Guy and The Simpsons and Fox's animated lineup. It was supposed to be this show about the most deadly small town in the country. There's always a violent murder that takes place, and John Hamm plays the kind of weird detective. And anyway, it's not funny at all. It really it just is not working. Although that's almost the sign of every Fox animated show. The first season's usually not that good. It's just a matter of, do they think there's something there to keep it, to iron it out? But I'm not going to watch
I was digging Crapopolis. That's actually a pretty good show.
Crapopolis.
Crapopolis?
Yeah.
The
I'm
hell
not
is
heard
that?
familiar.
It's an animated show. I think it's done by the same animators that do what's it called? Rick and Morty. It's the guy from the IT crowd, the black dude with the fro. He's like the main dude, and Matt Berry's in it. He plays a creature. I don't know. It's a good show. It's like back in the days of gods and goddesses and all that stuff, and civilizations just starting. It's pretty funny. I like it.
Okay. That sounds
So-
interesting.
All right, so maybe watch Crapopolis. Don't watch Grimmsburg.
Crapopolis with a K. That's good because
Yes.
to
Crapopolis
distinguish.
with a K.
Yeah, no,
Because
good.
the Wyndham is in Crapopolis with a C. So
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it
got to
is.
distinguish. Yeah. And speaking of the hot tub, just a reminder, please stay out of the hot tub, because if you end up in the hot tub, Valerie will be
Wear
one
a
of
full
become
body
one of your
condom.
friends. Yeah.
Folks, guys get pregnant when they go in the hot tub, so it's just bad all the way around.
I've heard of people losing limbs because just icky stuff, and just saying. All right. So as far as that spooky news,
Well, Debbie, you watched anything recently that you would
oh,
share?
did I watch? Oh God, nobody ever wants to know what I watch. I actually rewatched Late Night with the Devil, which I fucking love the hell out of, and I don't give a fuck what anybody else says. I think it's fucking fantastic. And I started rewatching Interview with the Vampire again in preparation, because on May 12th, season 2 of Interview with the Vampire comes out, and I am so fucking stoked for that. I've seen the previews and the trailers, and I'm just, dude,
Staying away from all that, I'm just going to go straight in.
it's just mwah. Everything about it is just fucking perfect. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so as far as spooky news, let's see. AEW
Thomas
Wrestling.
has some spooky news. People were banging behind us at the pool party a few years back.
I'd be
If
surprised
that's
if
the
they
only
weren't.
thing that was going on, it was mild.
Hey,
Oh, yeah,
and
I was like-
also, Thomas there, Jasper, as he goes by, is He used to be a vendor at Spooky Bloodline Designs. They were doing the
Oh,
face mask. Remember that?
yeah, yeah, I
Okay,
remember them.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So it's nice to see him popping in to say hi. What's up?
Yeah. So I'm hoping, he'll be vending if possibly, because it'd be good to see
I
him.
don't know. You need to fucking get back to vending, sir. It's
You
been
there?
way
You
too
heard him.
long.
You heard him. One of the things I always find interesting about Spooky is like when they have wrestlers, there is a dedicated wrestler fandom at Spooky. It's like a whole big clique of like people that are seriously into the wrestlers. That's always just kind of fascinating to me.
Not this one.
No, not him per se, but the people that come out to see the wrestling fans. But no, see, I don't know anything about this guy. You take this because I don't know shit about wrestling.
I don't know who he is either. He's basically, so he's a tag team wrestler, but he's not going to be with his partner, and he wrestles on the B show of the B Company. There's, you got your WWE over here. They're the big dog. Then you got AEW, that they're the new one, but the much smaller company. And then AEW has two different areas, and I think they're in the Ring of Honor one, which is like the Schmo group. Anyway, the point is he's not really well known except to the hardcore wrestling audience. This isn't somebody like The Undertaker that, a mainstream, even a casual fan would immediately know.
So not like Virgil is what you're saying.
Not what?
Not like Virgil is what you're saying.
No, dude, Virgil would be 10 times more recognizable than this guy. Virgil, may he rest in peace.
No. Fuck
He's
Virgil.
asking God for $20 to get in.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah,
so
they announced him.
If you know what, for wrestling AEW fans who know him, I hope you enjoy his company. Yeah, Randy said, I follow AEW. I have no clue who he is at all. Randy, I think he's primarily a Ring of Honor wrestler. I think I read something along that line, but I can't remember what team he's a part of. It's one that's changed names. I've heard that, but I can't remember what their new one is.
Yeah, I don't know shit about that. All right. Then they've announced a couple of things. First being this is actually a huge hit. I want to say either last year or the year before. I don't recall. They all kind of blended together for me. The Halloween Horror Nights panel on Friday. That's going to be kind of a tradition now. And so Halloween Horror Nights does the preview. They talk about all the stuff going on this year and the themes and the houses and all this. It actually it gets pretty fucking big. So this seems to be a big fucking deal. So it's the creators and the makeup artists and everything from Halloween Horror Nights come out and they talk about it and they put on a panel, and it's always standing room only. So if you want to know what's going on this year and everything, Friday.
I would ask them if they could start making it suck so fewer people go to Halloween Horror Nights. But I think at this point, it's just like, unless they stop allowing alcohol, it's never going to get any smaller. It's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair depiction of Halloween Horror Nights, my world.
I'm personally more of a fan of the local haunts, but that's just me. But, oh yeah, Emmett asked about the Last of Us house at last Halloween Horror Nights panel. I'm so proud of him. That's
good.
Cool.
Teach the kids to talk at panels. That's what they're there for.
Absolutely.
There's nothing sadder than that panel. Any questions?
Yeah, it's not like a work meeting where it's like, any other questions? You want to kill that person that goes, oh.
Yeah.
This is actual entertainment. You can learn some shit.
Yeah. Are we all going to be there on Thursday? No. We're actually going to be there on Friday. As much, unfortunately, work, real life. Duties.
Work, school,
real life shit.
I wish we could make it.
Beatings.
But the plan is, starting 2025, we're going to be coming down for the May show, not vending, but to come hang out.
Awesome.
So we'll be regular guests again, because it's been like 11 years since we've actually been to a show.
I think you've earned it. Overdue. And one of the big things I'm excited about, I don't know if Rob looked up the name. I'm hoping our producer looked up the name. There is going to be one of those special effects makeup schools that's sponsoring the costume contest. I missed the name, unfortunately. But if you know Danielle Battaglia, oh my God, she is like makeup, she's it. She's the makeup goddess. She's fucking fantastic. If you've seen the way she's done up Eric, he's been the Grinch, he's been the Vampire from the Lost Boys, he's done the Titanic. Amazing shit. She apparently is doing a demo on Friday, which I am stupid excited about. Much more than the AEW wrestler, personally. But yeah, if you want to see how like shit is done, there we go. Thank you. Vocational Academy of Makeup and Prosthetics. There it is. Look it up. They're doing a panel and stuff, and she's doing a demo, and I'm just stoked to see what she's put together because like she's the shit. Just yeah. He does, but he's not going to be there, so it's okay.
No, but if we're talking about makeup, I felt compelled to just throw that out there.
Isn't it Eric's birthday today too?
I think it was
Was it
yesterday.
I think it was yesterday.
Is it yesterday? All the
Something.
days blend together when you don't.
I
have a
know.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Welcome to being old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric, we love you. Can't wait to see you. I've seen people wearing Halloween Horror Nights merch way out here, and out here means out there in Washington, out on the West Coast. It's gotten fucking huge. It has gotten just almost unimaginable how popular it's become. I'd say more than Disney World, to be perfectly honest.
No.
Oh yeah, I'd say so. Okay. But okay, and then Friday night, the Jason costume contest is going to be a big deal, I think, and they actually did that at the last.
They did it at the last Camp Spooky, yeah. And
So,
I think Nintendo Jason won. If
well,
I'm
of
not,
course.
there was Nintendo Jason. There were some sexy Jasons. There was traditional Jason. There was
You're right, Robin.
various other Jasons. So it was.
And I've always wondered, like, because I think they did a Freddy Jason mashup, and it almost makes me wonder. It's like, okay, what about like steampunk Jason and all these gender bit and all the other? I'm like, okay, if you're gonna something original with Jason, something different than just guy with a
I
hockey
think
stick.
that's what that's what they're trying to lean towards. I think it's not a coincidence that they really did show off the Nintendo Jason for a lot of the promotion for it. So I think Rick's out there making Jason masks for every possible occasion, every possible genre, subgenre, intellectual property. So
the pop of Jason masks.
yes.
Yeah.
So,
He is the Papa Jason. I like that. He's the Papa Jason masks. And actually, instead of the zombie walk, they're doing the gathering of the Jasons at Pizzerina Udo to kick everything off, which will be interesting because, we've done the zombie walk so many times. So to actually have, Jason this time, that's actually kind of interesting. I wonder what the tourists will think, just, a bunch of Jasons like lumbering down like, International Drive. That could be interesting. Yeah.
there might not be a parade. They just said there's a gathering. So they didn't say they were doing the walk.
Well, they probably are. I'm assuming that's
Probably.
really-
Don't always assume. You never know.
Yeah, when you assume, ha ha ha. But yeah, and actually speaking of Rick, and I think, I'm not sure. I thought he was going to Texas Frightmare because it's the same weekend, but apparently that's not the case. I'm not sure the story there.
He was
But,
talking about going, but he chose one over the other. But I think he did get an invite to it, I believe.
Okay,
So
he's the selfie guy. He's the selfie guy. Of course, he's getting invites. But yeah, so it's like, if you don't have a Jason mask, you can hit up 13X Studios. They have every Jason mask you could possibly think of. They do custom Jason masks. And he said this year he's actually bringing more than he has ever in past years because he's got a bunch of back orders and stuff. So I'm very excited to see what he's bringing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to jump around since we're talking about him for a second. Rob, do you happen to have those photos?
I got one.
You got one?
I got one.
Let me see this one.
Hold on. Let me. All right.
Well, apparently, this has been a big hit for him. So I think it's hilarious. Click, 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 click. So if you are a Beavis and Butthead fan, make sure you hit up 13X Studios because that's what he's bringing. That's what he's got coming. So, and he's already got a bunch of pre-orders for it. So that's pretty fucking badass. That's hilarious.
Well, what's real funny about the timing of this?
Matt?
He needs a Cornholio one.
What I was going to say is the timing of this is funny because there was just that Saturday Night Live sketch with Beavis and Butthead.
That was brilliant.
That was
Hilarious.
Everyone's breaking in it. It was really, really good.
That's fucking awesome. Oh, that's fucking cool. All right, no, if you want to highlight, Brian's comment there. I got Rick make it Jason mask for Derek Mears to sign. I currently have 14 masks made by Rick. That's pretty. I'm assuming so. Rick has an entire wall in your house. I'm assuming. I love that. Yeah, Beavis and Butthead, and hey Boris. But so I'm hoping to see people running around with the Beavis and Butthead Jason masks. I think those are pretty fucking cool. Also going on, the Tattoo Festival, which I think should be getting much more attention than it has been getting, because, I mean, going through, let's face it, there's not a lot going on with this show. This isn't going to be like October where nobody can meet up with anybody because everyone's so fucking busy. The Tattoo Festival is something everybody should check out. You know, even if you're not getting inked, it's cool to watch other people get inked. And a lot of the tattoo artists actually sell a lot of their artwork or jewelry or stuff they make. I've bought some really cool jewelry in there. And at some point, I'm going to stop at some tattoo artist and get something done. Maybe this year. I don't know. But absolutely stop by the Tattoo Festival. I highly recommend it for a multitude of reasons. So I don't know what y'all think about the Tattoo Festival, because I know Rob doesn't have any tattoos.
I have no tattoos.
Pussy.
You know what? I got a Sharpie. I'm good.
Yeah, and just I'm pretty much, yeah. I love it. And Robin's got hers lined up. Fan-fucking-tastic. Fan-fucking-tastic.
If someone buys me a tattoo, I will get a tattoo. But that's...
Y'all heard it, folks.
Yeah, see? Don't do that. That's fine. I can make
my ass on your ass.
No, I don't want that. That I don't want. I still have to approve the design. So
no.
Yep, that's the rule. That's the rule.
Well, that's boring.
Yeah, well, that's is what it is.
Nipples on each cheek.
No.
I like that. Oh, that. Ooh.
I've actually seen.
I guess I'm going to be Google searching because I know it's out there.
It is out there.
That's how everything's out there.
See, and that's what I say. Robin just said, do we get to choose what it is?
Robin, you can choose what it is. I still get to say veto. So it's like, if someone tries to do the old Ron Jeremy joke, I have a on my penis, I have a tattoo of a bigger penis. I don't need that.
No fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely no fun.
Yeah.
All right. And Charleston. I think we've all seen that Doug Bradley was the big name for Charleston. I don't think they've announced anybody else.
No, not Doug Bradley.
Not Doug Bradley. Sorry.
Malcolm McDowell.
No,
Malcolm McDowell.
Actually, let me just scratch that.
The Brits, they kind of blend together.
I actually didn't fill out the notes I was writing, and I jumped around. The reason I brought up Charleston was just because they were talking about the rooms have already sold out, or the first block has.
Oh shit.
I don't know if that's been resolved or not, but it looks like things are off to a very good start. So, if you are looking at that, if Embassy Suites, you couldn't get a room there, I know they were either going to try to open up a new block or even start looking at overflow hotels. So, I don't know what they were expecting. I don't know how many rooms they reserved. So, that's anyone's guess. But it sounds like if that is the case and it wasn't just a glitch on Embassy Suites' side, things are off to a good start. So that is promising.
Well, bringing Malcolm McDowell is pretty fucking big. I mean, this isn't a guy that does like all these horror cons, I love Robert Englund. Don't get me wrong. He's fucking fantastic, but he's at every single goddamn convention, understandably so. But yeah, Malcolm McDowell, I mean, Christ, we haven't seen him for a while. So it actually could be really, I'm actually really excited that he's going to be at Charleston. That's going to be really fucking cool. And
I wanted to put that out there as well. Start, how we kind of get everybody pushing to get certain guests if we can. And Cheech and Chong was my next. Oh, come on. That would be so awesome.
No, absolutely. I had to ponder for a second.
Not so much Chong, but Cheech for sure.
I actually like Tommy Chong a little more because I was a fan of that 70s show.
Huh, yeah.
And Allison, the reason why South Carolina, just, it's because it's the only place there isn't a convention.
Only decent place there isn't a convention. We're not going to fucking Idaho.
Like big cities that have any horror conventions or really any convention, Florida's packed. Atlanta has one. North Carolina and Charlotte, they have a pretty steady show up there. Yeah. If you're sticking in the Southeast, there's one in Tennessee too. I can't remember what that one's called.
Yeah.
There was Full Moon Tattoo one for a while there. I don't know if that's still the same one.
Anyway, it was just a matter of Charleston hasn't been opened up yet.
To our knowledge.
No, it's not a big convention town because
No,
it's
sure, but I didn't know if there was any other there. I mean, we know about Mad Monster Party, which is North Carolina.
sure. Well, and there, I'm sure there are some smaller cons in Charleston, but it's not a comic or any kind of convention kind of town. For various reasons, I just think it's because it's not real centrally located anywhere. It's like it's right on the Atlantic Ocean, so you can't get anyone coming in from the east. There's not a whole lot due north, and then south is Savannah, but people in Savannah don't travel because they live in Savannah. They just say we're in Savannah.
Yeah, that's
Savannah people are kind of like New Orleans people. They do not travel.
Yeah, but that is interesting, and I think part of it is they wanted some place that was close but not too close, somewhere where Florida people wouldn't travel, because Florida people are not going up to Connecticut. We're not going out to fucking Texas. So South Carolina. It's actually pretty doable.
Charleston from Orlando is about a little over a 5-hour drive. And midway through, you can stop outside of Jacksonville and get a Whataburger and then keep driving. So,
that sounds like a plan to me.
And you should stop at Whataburger because it's delicious.
Then, what's wrong with you if you don't? Jesus,
seriously. I mean, if you don't stop at Whataburger, why not just go kick puppies while you're at it?
Seriously, that sounds about right.
I mean, that's you're that kind of person.
Yeah, Matt is. Matt definitely
is. Kittens, maybe.
Kittens are fun to punt. But anyway, yeah. So what is this about Chiller? I've been hearing these rumors about Chiller.
Yeah, okay, so just funny stuff was going on at Chiller Theater Convention. This was really the first major horror con in the country, I believe.
Oh yeah, and a lot of them for the longest time, Spooky compared themselves. They would say they're like Chiller meets Dragon Con, and the baby was Spooky.
Yeah, and so in Chiller, it's up in Parsippany, New Jersey.
Yeah.
I really couldn't even point it on a map. I just like to say Parsippany.
It's New Jersey. It's just there.
Yeah, it's
all within 10 minutes of each other.
But so Chiller's going on or was going on this weekend. It's broken up now, and they had some like weird things happen. Lita Ford left in the middle of the night last night. She just left. She didn't tell anyone she was going. She just was seen leaving. May or may not have had a bag of money. You never know quite what the comments on Facebook say, but Chiller Theater themselves said we're not going, or that she's not here. We apologize for anyone who came to see Lita for Sunday. She just up and left.
Huh? I hope everything's okay.
Yeah. So then again, there was no word, and then on top of that, Stephen Bauer, who you will probably best remember as Al Pacino's buddy / sidekick in Scarface.
Well, I was going to say he was Don Eladio in Breaking Bad.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's also in Breaking Bad. He wouldn't come out of his room this morning. It's apparently, according to some of the staff, he wouldn't leave his room. So, he didn't want to do anything today. So he didn't show up either. He had and then two other smaller guests, like who I couldn't tell you who they were. I looked at the names. I looked them up and had no clue. But they also just kind of left. I think there was some notice given there, though. But they had a lot of people pulling out on Sunday. So,
Well, I'll tell you, because I've actually had the pleasure of meeting Lita Ford numerous times. She's been to Spooky a number of times. I would love to have her back. She's fucking fantastic. She is like just rock fucking royalty. And she's also my son's favorite guest as well. So,
just meet her on Saturday, folks, because apparently this is not the first time she's left a con in the middle of the night.
Maybe she just said, you know what? I need to go get ready for Spooky, and just left.
Well, what the one thing, the takeaway, and again, you never 100% know what to believe and what to dismiss, but apparently what they were saying was on Saturday, they had never seen, she's never seen her table so busy before. Apparently it was just, she was overloaded on Saturday. And some people thought she's like, well, either she made the money she wanted and was done, or was just too exhausted from everything. But who knows? Stephen Bauer was in Gleaming the Cube, his greatest role.
No, I disagree. His greatest role was a movie that we saw with Christopher Walken. I wish I could remember the name of it.
Hold on, I know exactly what this is because I listened to a podcast about it not long ago.
There was a movie that he did. What it was Anne Hesh and Christopher Walken, and Christopher Walken is like this weird gangster high-end guy, and Stephen Bauer is driver. And there's this amazing scene where Christopher Walken finds Stephen Bauer with his woman, so he's basically going to bend him over and fuck him in the ass. And
Yeah, it's
you're
called
lucky
Wild
because you're
Side.
peachy. You're lucky because you fucky, and it's the weirdest fucking thing ever, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, the movie is called Wild Side, and
That's it.
apparently it's one of the things like this. Anne Hesh has always been a little nuts, but I think there was really weird bad stuff around that set with the director, and that's one of the movies that kind of cracked her.
Well, if you watch Christopher Walken like looking to fuck Stephen Bauer up the ass, that's gonna screw a couple of things loose up there.
Yeah.
Look it up. Wild Side, it's fucking amazing. And when I met Stephen Bauer, he was kind of a grumpy asshole anyway. He was definitely one of those don't meet your heroes sort of things. So he was kind of a dick when I met him. So fuck him.
All right.
All right. So anyway, but yeah, questions. So do you know if Wild Bill Soda is going to be at Spooky Empire? They have been there. Well, not last year. They weren't there in October, I don't think, but they were there at the convention center. And I believe, have they
They
been
were
at the
Doubletree
window?
for like all of 5 minutes, and then they booted them. Doubletree booted them. So I don't know. It's
He's been at
hard
the
for
Wyndham
them because
before?
of the vending rules as far as drinks and food are concerned. Some of the hotels will let them, some of them won't. Have they ever? They've set up at the Wyndham before.
Yeah,
haven't
they've been at the Wyndham a few times. So
And then
if
maybe
they actually will be there, we don't know, but we will find out.
Yeah, I was gonna say the last time I remember seeing them, and I know I'm sure I've forgotten, but I remember them in Tampa.
Yeah.
No, and I remember them at the Orlando when they did the Orlando Convention Center.
Yeah, that's it. The convention center, I think, is the last time I remember seeing them.
Yeah.
They were at the Caribe Royale. They've been in a number of different places. I hope they're at the Wyndham. They should. So if you have a Wild Bill mug that you've kept, like we have, because you'll get like refills all weekend. So that's an easy way to just get nonstop carbonation, which is fucking fantastic.
Fun fact: they were also at the Central Florida Scottish Games.
Yeah, they're always. That's the first
Highland
place I ever
Games.
saw them.
Excuse me, Highland Games.
And we also had a question of food around the Wyndham. All right, now
There's tons of food.
there's tons of food. There is, if you want fancy, and this is the Wyndham, we know it's not fancy, but it is attached to Cooper's Hawk, which has some delightful and wonderful high-end food, which I think some of the celebrities will probably be eating there. That's what
Wine and cheese, yes, wine and cheese.
Just absolutely fantastic. But
And if you want really high end, there's the Wawa.
there is a Wawa that's
Reach out
obviously.
to them the week before. Do it. Somebody reach out to Wawa the week before and let them know. Otherwise, they will run out of fucking everything on the first day.
Yes, and do not fall for the pizza fly. Do they still do the pizza flyers at the Wyndham? I don't think I've seen them at the Wyndham.
It's been a couple years since I've seen them, but yeah, basically, look, if someone slips a pizza flyer under your door, I'd say use it as toilet paper, but it's going to be kind of rough and it would hurt. Just throw it away, because what that is someone's either, best case scenario, they're just making pizzas in their home oven and bringing them to you.
Yeah, and then pocket
Or
money.
they're stealing your credit card information.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, DoorDash is your friend. Randy is correct. Uber Eats, DoorDash, absolutely. But the thing with the Wyndham, there are a number of options literally within walking distance. You're right next to Icon 360,
Icon
whatever,
Park.
Icon Park, whatever the fuck it is. You got everything from Red Robin, which I personally fucking love. Then there's Chewy's.
Let's pause on Red Robin, because Red Robin, if you're gonna look, I understand not everyone's going to have a ton of cash on them. Some of you are broke motherfuckers. I'm kind of one of them. You can eat your fill at Red Robin, because they do unlimited root beer floats, unlimited macaroni and cheese,
Which is
unlimited
good.
French fries with your, basically unlimited sides or whatever. And then, when it comes to the drinks, it's not just the Coke. So you can fill up on root beer floats and macaroni and cheese and die happy and waddle out and, have your carbs and your sugar that will get you through till the next day. So if you can only afford one meal a day, you can,
Red Robin
make
fucking
it
yeah.
work at Red Robin.
Yeah. And so that's like literally right across the parking lot. Chewy's, if you want Mexican, is right over there. I'm trying to remember what else. Rob, do you remember what else is over there?
There's the BJ's Brew House. There is a Starbucks right there. But honestly, use some goddamn common sense and get your coffee at Wawa, because
Yeah, no, Wawa, fuck Starbucks. And that's
well,
right.
I mean,
Well, not only that,
So-
but you're going to wait 5 million years for your coffee if you go to Starbucks because everybody's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Across the street is a Fridays.
There's Perkins, which we've always loved, you know, old institution.
Perkins.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Popeyes is still around.
Randy is right. There is a Shake Shack there. That is correct.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up maps and just give you a quick rundown on all
Yeah.
the places to eat that are like within 2 blocks. I'm not, because you can, if you're willing to walk a half mile, you can have a
Oh,
choice
there's
of about 100
everything, but you don't even need to do that. It's
Yeah, that's
everything.
exactly. You don't need
5-minute
to
walk.
walk a half mile. You can walk.
Tango, you've got a couple
You
of
know what?
Fridays, you've got
That place is awful.
what?
2
Tango?
Tango.
It used to be great.
I've never figured out what people like about that place.
There's
Not
a, what is that?
Yeah, anyone that's eating at Gordon Ramsay's deserves what they get, and that's right. I said it.
All right, so within just a block or a couple blocks, you've got a Golden Corral. May God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, don't. It's international. No, that stay away.
You've got the
That
world's
is as
biggest.
bad as the hot tub. The hot tub. Anyway, yes,
You got the world's biggest playground, McDonald's.
that's true. They have a
Which-
plethora of options.
If you've never seen it before, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
They don't have food there, but Hogan's Beach Shop is just a block away. So if you listen, brother, if you need some picture with the World Championship belt, it's right there.
Right by the Harley store.
Yeah. So yeah, you got Cooper's Hawk and Winery. That place is great. There's a Kobe Steakhouse if you want more high end. Oh yeah, they're right across the street. There's Checkers,
Oh yeah.
but you know they don't have the
They took away my
fried
Oreo
apple pie
shakes and
bites
they,
anymore?
yeah, the fried apple pie bites and the Oreo the Oreo
Yeah.
shakes, and they took those away. So I'm not happy. So fuck Checkers.
Yeah, fuck Checkers. That's
Yes, yes, you are correct, Dustin. That is the finger in the buffet Golden Corral.
Right. No. That was the one across from the DoubleTree.
Oh, I thought that was across from the Wyndham.
No, it was the one. It was across the DoubleTree.
Okay, but still, I mean, it's not much different. There was a finger found in the buffet because that's what.
Oh
happened.
no! Look, there have been fingers in that buffet. No one found them though. That's the only difference.
So yeah, now stay away from Golden Corral if you value your life. So. But yeah, there are a ton of options that are close by. So don't even worry about like pizza flyers or anything like that. I mean, everybody's got an app these days. So, and like I said, Wawa is right there, and Wawa is wonderful because it's 24 hours and they have options like at 3:00 in the morning when when you start soaking up the alcohol. Yeah, Wawa is your friend.
Nobody drinks it spooky. Who's going to be soaking up alcohol?
No, I saw Justin's. Oh damn! I used to eat the Golden Corral all the time. Well, then you are poisoned, dear friend.
But you know what? I mean, you're not poisoned. You just probably get a toe or something one of these days.
Back in the day, it was great because there was a replacement for Sizzler.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and then
I
Randy
think-
mentioned the overpriced poolside restaurant. That's Gatorville.
Gatorville is just typical tourist bar food. It's nothing special. It's nothing to write home about. It's convenient, and that's basically what you're paying for. Is like you don't have to walk across the parking lot. So some people do it just because they have a drink and want to soak up something right there. If that's what you want to do, fine. But I say get Wawa, bring it over, and then just order your drink at Gatorville.
Yes.
And yes,
Or
absolutely.
again, stay at Red Robin and just drink root beer floats until you puke.
Yeah, no, that's why Red Robin. We highly recommend Red Robin. We were there just not that long ago.
Yeah, and in fact, I think I binged root beer floats with Randy at a Red Robin once. And Julian, I thought Randy was with us, and I just remember like by the time we got our food, we'd already had like 2.5 root beer floats, and we're just like, oh my god, can't eat full of float.
All right. Well, that all being said and whatever, one of the things is because this show is a little light on guests. I saw the poster that Spooky has, and it's like the guests seem to be kind of spaced out in order to gain, space on the poster. Which, whatever. Hey, if that works for you, that works. But this is definitely, historically a lower key event, so this isn't going to be like the MegaCon of anything. But yeah, the vendors, I think the vendors are going to get extra love this time around because there's not a shit ton of guests.
Let's go through a list, shall we?
Yeah. AEO Studios is personally one of my favorites because, as y'all can see, I like to fuck around with makeup and wigs and shit. AEO Studios is who I go to, especially at Spooky. If you've got a makeup malfunction or something you forgot or something isn't working right, AEO Studios has got you. Alan is fantastic, and then of course there's the pug, who is fucking adorable.
Tofu the pug.
With a pug.
Little
We love
stinky man.
tofu. So absolutely, yeah. And Alice Cooper is fantastic. Alice is someone we absolutely love. Alan is absolutely darling. So AEO Studios will be there. So anything for your makeup, special effects needs, absolutely hit them up. That's one of the first stops I always make. So Rob, who else you recommend?
Well, we've got Image Motor Productions. If nothing else, they always have just something awesome to take a picture with by their booth.
If you've seen the not the Velociraptor, the from Jurassic Park, the dinosaur with the
spitter.
Yeah, the spitter.
Oh, that one, yes.
Yeah, it's fucking badass.
Well, and then they've also had the from Stranger Things.
Demogorgon.
The Demogorgon.
Yeah, they had the Demogorgon. I mean, that was awesome.
And Pterodogs from Ghostbusters and everything from Krampus.
Yeah, and they usually they said they're probably not going to have them this year, but if you've ever seen the scary gingerbread men, the Gingies,
I love those.
they make the Gingies. They're gonna. I mean, they always have something cool, but unfortunately, they said they might not have those ready for the May show. So.
We have them all.
And
The Krampus fans. What can we say?
And then
we have Scary Craig Photography.
Now,
He's
y'all,
all right.
if you've been a Spooky for a while, if you've seen his stuff, I mean, I think we have some on our walls, actually. Fantastic stuff. If you like cemetery photography, this is the stuff he does. Gorgeous, dark, gothic, in the actual sense. Fantastic, beautiful stuff. That's some of the pieces that he's got for the upcoming show, so we're excited to see that.
And this.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking cool. Now, personally, one of my favorites is Spooky Cat Press. Y'all have seen they do the horror wrapping paper, they do the horror cards, the prints, socks, which I never buy socks, but I buy socks from them. They're fucking fantastic. Mother's Day, they're pushing Mother's Day stuff right there. So if you want to get, especially if you've got, a strange mother like me, you want to go to Spooky Cat Press and you want to hook her up with some of that shit because some of that shit's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so and you can find their stuff on Spooky Cat Press on Instagram. Just see what they're putting out there for mom. Yeah, they got some good stuff.
Ooh, Matt turned into an icon. That was interesting.
I was yawning. I didn't think anybody wanted to see that.
I eat on camera. I don't care. Nobody cares. Yeah, I'll plug 5 Lemons. My wife always finds cool. I don't think I've actually heard of them. 5 Lemons. Matt, do you know who they are?
Nope. I do not.
Okay. I got a random text that just right in the middle of the fucking show. Never fucking fails.
5 Lemons Company. They are. I'm looking at them on Instagram. They have little pins, earring. Actually, I think Julian bought some earrings from them a couple years ago. They have tons and tons of earrings.
Okay, go. I have to reply to a text. Go ahead and hit up the next one.
Yeah, so that's okay. So then we have actually. Well, I'll let you go back to Murder on Main, but we have Shane Scare. Shane does the furniture and the wood pieces with some amazing paintings on them. And this year Shane is going to do a series of horror musician portraits. Obviously Alice Cooper is going to be the big one, but I think it's pretty, if he's going Rob Zombie route, you're going to get a Rob Zombie. You might get a Marilyn Manson. So, if that's your thing, check out Shane. And I always say, go to Shane's booth quick because I have seen him sell out Saturday morning.
Yeah. One of a kind stuff. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I think he just did WJR's Earth Day, Birthday, that big thing that they do. He actually did really well there. And I just saw some of the stuff he had and he never fails to blow me away. Over here, and I'm too lazy to get up and get it, but I got a Vampira portrait that's on a coffin, which is absolutely fantastic, and just highly recommend. Absolutely. But we were talking about Murder on Main. Tyler Pretty. Tyler Pretty has been become a staple at Spooky. and just the designs that he comes up with. If you have seen, it looks like kind of like a circus tent, but Beetlejuice, the circus tent, the caftan, the black and white caftan, especially with Beetlejuice 2 coming out. I think like David Arquette actually got one at Spookala. It's comfortable, it's gorgeous, and especially with the weather being like what it's like in Florida, highly, highly recommend. And apparently they are going to be debuting a spooky Western line. So if you're into that whole like, cowboy Western goth thing, which seems to be a thing.
Reverend Horton Heat and what was the Ghoultown? Woo!
Oh yeah, Ghoultown. I wish Ghoultown would come back. Ghoultown was fucking fantastic.
Here's Jeffrey.
And this is
got caricature. He does all the really cool busts, the caricature busts. He's actually in the chat right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. Jeff Jones, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Robin was asking about him just a minute ago. So
there you go. There you go, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see he's gonna be bringing to Spooky, because it's every time I'm there, it's like he's got new stuff and new characters, and it's fucking fantastic.
We definitely have an Alice. I've seen it.
Oh, the Alice is fucking fantastic. I can't wait to. Oh, fantastic. Okay, Bertzo's Bake Shop is one of our personal favorites. We actually commissioned them for a family thing that's coming up, because every time that we go to Spooky, our teenage son goes straight there for the cake pops. Always fantastic. They do stuff at Prometheus Esoterica, and if you've seen, they sell out all the time. I think it was like the Oddity show. I think it was last June, and she left in the middle of the day. Did a pull the lead forward because she had made everything she wanted to make. She was sold out, so she just left.
That's actually, she's done that at multiple shows. That is not an uncommon occurrence that she sells out of everything. By the way, just so everyone can see, because I know sometimes our YouTubers viewers and our Twitch viewers can't see Facebook comments. This is Jeff again from Got Caricature. He's bringing Special Seymour, pair with Audrey too.
That's fucking awesome. I'm stoked to see what he comes up with. That's fantastic. Oh yeah, and AEO Studios, stop by their location. Alan gave me a tour. He's such an interesting person to talk to. Alan is history personified. He's got stories about everything.
By the way, if anyone needs to pick up a couple bucks before Spooky, Alan actually made a post on Facebook that he needs some little extra help around the shop. So work a few hours, get a few bucks, and then go buy stuff from him.
Maybe he'll give you a discount. Maybe not.
There you go. Employee discount. It's a thing.
And of course, our lovely Robbie, Vamps Emporium. Make sure you stop by her booth, because she has got all sorts of cool shit that she's planning for you guys. So Vamps Emporium, we absolutely recommend.
Nothing else. Just dig through her box of pins. There's always a myriad of different, little ones, and there's always the adult box of pins, which
are not very
those sell out real quick. So if you like a little 70s,
dude bought the whole box.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody's got their thing.
But yeah, so if you need some like 70s porn on a pin, not that that's all that Robbie does. She does tons more, but that's
no, the haircuts she does, the sunglasses, yeah. All right. I'm just looking through the list here. Deviant Dolls
Candle. I don't.
She's actually not vending this year.
Okay, she's not vending, so they're nice candles, but yeah. So we'll talk about them on the show. So. Deviant Dolls. I will tell you a funny story. She's got all this, I guess ceramic. These just all sugar skull kind of things. A bunch of others, but just one year. I'm a major TikTok celebrity, despite the fact I haven't used it in about 2 months. But as a major TikTok celebrity, I posted a video and just had a clip of Deviant Dolls and her work, and that was the first question that I got in my feedback. Like, these? Where can I get these? Give me a link. Do you have something? So yeah, there's always something cool in hers. For both.
Yeah. Let's see. And we also, I'm trying to think who actually we've heard from. I think a lot of them, unfortunately, are busy. And like Jen Belak, as an example, she does fantastic stuff, but she's always like super like into creating everything for the show. So she's not even looking at social media right now. So I get that. But then, of
But
course,
yeah,
you've got
Vaughn Belak always there. Vaughn always has his art super recognizable. Mike always a huge fan of it.
oh, absolutely.
And then Jen does stuff with teeth, which is really cool. Like if you want,
that's
molar,
Rob's thing.
if you want molar jewelry or little, dead things, Jen will hook you up.
Drex9, will they be there? That's actually a great question. I did reach out to him and I haven't heard back. So I'm going to assume yes. I mean, I know we are in crunch time, so I'm going to assume yes. Ash Schultz, I did talk to him. I believe he is going to be there. I've seen the stuff that he's been posting on social media. He's got a lot of really dark, fucked up shit like in his art, which is fantastic. So I'm looking forward to picking up something because he's personally one of my favorite artists there. So I'm looking forward to picking something up from him. So as far as you guys, I mean, like, who are you vendor-wise, who are you looking forward to seeing at Spooky? That's what we want to know. Who do you actually enjoy?
You know who I want to see again? And I don't remember the name. I picked up a business card, and here's the bummer about picking up a business card. I always lose my business cards.
I'll pick up the card and then forget which vendor goes to which.
But years ago, they had a booth set up in the tattoo studio, I think, or the tattoo room. It wasn't with the rest of the stuff, but they had this giant. It was a treasure chest, but it was actually a mimic from Dungeons and Dragons. It had like chains and stuff on it. It was badass, and I would have loved to have seen them again. I haven't seen them since that first year they came there. So, if anyone knows who had the really cool custom treasure box with the chains and all sorts of good stuff, let me know because it was cool.
Yeah, and I always look forward to like seeing new vendors there because there's always, while I love people like Ash and Craig and Jen and Vaughn and Fantastic, we're always bringing new people into the family. So it's always cool to see how new vendors fit in with everybody else because we've seen some awesome shit over the years. So we're like ridiculously excited to see what kind of new people, especially since we'll have time on our hands this time around.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. And unfortunately, there's really not a lot going on. So there's really not a lot to talk about. I mean, we're happy to answer questions and stuff, but there's really not a lot going on right about now. So Love the Cats as different characters. Yeah, that's actually fucking cool. I got some of the coasters.
Real quick, Justin's put this out. If anyone has a line on this, I know it's not specific, or without seeing it, it's maybe a little hard to guess. But
I think I know what he's talking about. I don't remember.
I think I do too. But yeah, this is for our Facebook viewers who might not be able to read, the YouTube comments. Wanted to just make sure this gets put out there. See, Justin, you give me a lot of shit, but I still help you out. So knock that off.
But yeah, so unfortunately, that's about it. You know what? Here we go. While we wait while people talk about their favorite vendors and who they're looking forward to in the chat, what would you say are your biggest Wyndham tips for people who are coming for the first time? Let's just say.
If you get there early, you get to park in front of your room. If you don't, you probably won't. But there is plenty of overflow parking, at the front, or basically what is kind of it's hard to tell, but the side front of the Wyndham. There's plenty of places to park. It just might not be in front of your room. So try to get there, early if you can.
As far as vendors go, like if you've never vended at the Wyndham, there's a little tiny loading dock in the back that everybody goes to the same two doors. So try and get there as early as possible to set up, and make sure you bring carts because it's a walk. Not as big as a walk as like the Hyatt. But
yeah,
it's still a little bit of a trek, and there's one little tiny hallway you go down, and you're bumping into people all the time. So
just
Russell James. I don't think I've heard of him. Okay, interesting. I'm always curious about Jackie Sonnenberg is probably there. She's done amazing stuff. So it'll be interesting to see new authors. That's fucking fantastic. And I think Angie's comment just fucking wins right there. Don't expect a great room, just go with the flow. Yeah.
I will just do this plug, Erie, Florida.
Absolutely.
This guy is fantastic. So yes, check this book out. All sorts of just haunted stuff throughout the state. He's usually there. I don't know if he is this time around, but if he is, grab the book. It's a good read.
I'd say, yeah, don't expect a great room. Absolutely. This is not the fucking Hilton. If you find a little bit of blood on the pillow, just turn it over.
Yeah, there will be, and there. I mean, unfortunately, I never know how many rooms they get blocked off, but there will also be other tourists at the Wyndham.
Mhm. They're fun
It
to
is
scare.
way more or less. It is not one of the higher end hotels on the strip. It's not the worst. It's not the best. So you will be sharing space with some people who you're just like, go away. And as much as
Yeah.
the spooky crowd, we are welcoming. You don't want to necessarily welcome all of those. Ew.
Yeah. And I will say, when it comes to the rooms, bring earplugs. The walls are thin as fuck. You're gonna hear shit nonstop. You're gonna hear people fighting, people fucking, what the fuck ever. You're gonna be hearing it all weekend. So either bring strong drugs to knock your ass out or bring earplugs, because you're not gonna sleep otherwise. And thank you, Steven. It's true though. It's absolutely fucking true.
No, I'm just laughing, Randy. I'm happy I get to stay at the host hotel instead of a cheap, sketchy place down the street.
When you're looking forward to
Always
staying
a
at the
bonus.
Wyndham, that's Randy, I love you.
Yeah, thank you, Craig. I actually do have UV lights, and that I will bring. They're super powerful ones. Nothing escapes these. So if you want to bring them in your room, track me down. I'll be happy to, share one with you, and we'll look.
Photos.
Yeah, no. It's
See a crime scene, yeah.
we'll find out if it's like a Jackson
I'll
Pollock
a new line of photos for you there, Craig.
Yeah, a
Start
whole new
staying in
line
the
of
hotel
I
room
love
with
it.
the super powered black light and see and get them framed.
That's the new series.
Yeah, that one
I'll
looks like
take
a
that
bunny
for a sec.
rabbit. That one looks like an axe. Yeah.
Okay, so Brian just confirmed Mark Muncy, the author of Erie, Florida, will not be here. So, okay, well,
I'm
you can
disappointed.
get his stuff online.
Like everybody else, he's moving to North Carolina.
Yeah,
That just seems to be the trend now. All right. Well, as far as that, and the other thing I absolutely do recommend, and I talked about this last time, and I'll talk about it again. This shit will save your fucking life, because sometimes the air conditioning in the Wyndham doesn't work. Sometimes Saturday can get busy. Matt also mentioned the ones that you put around your neck. They're like $15 on Amazon. It'll save your fucking life. Just having a little hand fan. Absolutely love it.
That have the
Without it.
cuts on the top and the bottom, so it goes down your shirt and up your head. Those
Mhm.
are the best ones to get.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's actually the last tip I was going to do. If you do get a good parking space outside of your hotel room,
Don't move.
Don't move. Seriously, don't move. Walk. I know you're going to walk a lot this weekend, but trust me, either order your food or walk over to the restaurant. Don't drive. Just hold on to that
Not
space.
lose your
Second you
space.
get- yeah.
You will not
Second-
get it back.
The second that you get your space, that's it. The whole weekend. Don't move.
All right, and Mayor Davey, we're looking forward to seeing you too.
Yes. The mayor of Spooky Empire. And if you see Davey, you know Davey. He's got the top hat. He's the very classy looking dude. Yes, be sure to give your regards and your pay your homage to the mayor of Spooky Empire. So yeah, all right. We have a fun and entertaining game.
We have a game, folks. It's been a while since we played this
Oh.
one.
Just a second, Randy. Spookaki will happen. Okay.
Yeah, folks, it's been a while since we played, but we have a classic
At least I won't
game.
have any fucking glitter dicks in my new house up here in New York for a while.
See, now you just fucked that up.
We're gonna
You
stick
just
some
fixed
mail.
yourself.
I'm sure I've got them down in the basement somewhere in a
Yeah,
box.
they're there. They're there somewhere.
I'm sure
You
they're
just
there.
spoke them
Just
into
they're not
existence.
loose in my house.
DJ made it. Yay!
Hey, she missed the whole show.
Oh, wait. Did you see what Robin just said?
Yeah, I did, Robin. I'm tracking one of those down. Those were awesome.
Yeah, the ginger cakes. Oh, that's some good shit. See,
Yeah, it is.
and this is why we do spooky, because the May show is definitely the family reunion. It's definitely the family reunion where everyone's not running everywhere. We actually have quality time to sit and have ginger cakes with each other, which is why we go. Alice Cooper is great. Don't get me wrong, but I'm there for the ginger cakes.
And now none of us are going to make it for Thursday. So
Yeah, unfortunately, real life,
yeah.
it sucks, but can't get away.
All right, but no, folks, we've got a good game, a game that has not been played in about 6 months.
Uh-oh.
Folks, we're back to Dead or Guest.
Ha! My favorite game.
I'm going to give you the name of a celebrity, and it's your job to decide if so here's how the game works.
I see Matt stroking the beard already.
If you see this name post up in your social media feed on the Spooky Empire page, is it because they've been announced as a guest, or is it because they're dead and someone is paying tribute to them? So you have to guess, are they there or are they not? So the rules are simple. You just have to tell me, they're dead or they're a guest. And then again, none of these people have actually been announced for the show. None of these people are actually announced as dead. This is all hypothetical. Just one that
pop up tomorrow. What would you think it would be?
Yes. So, folks, number one.
Wait. Speaking of, thank you, Allison. Absolutely. OJ, I knew I got points. That's right.
I had them last year. Damn it.
Yep. All right, number one. The Undertaker, WWE wrestler, Hall of Famer, one of the all-time greats, the spooky Undertaker.
I'm gonna say dead.
Dead. We've got two deads. We've got DJ says guest. Randy's dead. Guest.
Brian says
I
guest.
want them to be guests.
All right, so the answer is the Undertaker would be a guest. In fact, he would be billed with Mick Foley because he threw Mick Foley off of the Hell in the Cell cage in 1998. Dropped him 20 feet down. The two of them together would be such a perfect get. You wouldn't need another guest.
Just Kane.
Kane's nuts. Kane's nuts now.
Say nuts always makes for good
governor or
things.
some shit now.
He's mayor of Knoxville County. But yeah, so no, Undertaker will be a guest along with Mick Foley. That's how that one's going to play out. So
I still say dead. I still say you're wrong.
no, he's the dead man.
He's a big guy. Big guys never last long.
He's got a lot of money and he's got a lot of good doctors. So
Anyway.
he's dead. All right, next on the list.
Exactly, Randy. I'm there with you. Okay.
You know what? Those rates are coming down though because he's not as special as he was during the first couple years.
That
He
makes
will
300
not be
years old.
the $100,000 guy anymore. Yeah, he's got a young wife.
DJ,
He's
yeah,
got a-
DJ got it right there. Young wife. Yep, that'll do it.
Well, you know, here's the other kicker. Do you know who he used to possibly be interested in or stalk, depending on whose definition you go for? Jenna Jameson. Taker definitely had a thing for hot blondes. There's no question what his type was.
Okay, and I could see Jenna. Okay, size queen, got it. Yeah, okay. all right.
And fun fact, Jenna just got divorced from her wife. That did not last long.
Oh,
yeah.
Tear. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Anyway.
much. Okay, so yeah, next on the list, Undertaker will be there. But next person, will Sherry Moon Zombie be a guest?
Dead, die, go
Dead.
bye.
Sherry
Dead,
Moon
dead,
Zombie.
dead.
She's been on my death pool. I'll give you a hint for like 3 years running.
the lack of deodorant in that household finally caught up with her, and she dead.
Dead. Husband's dead. Rob's not involved with this. It's just Sherry Moon Zombie. What is she doing? There's a lot of deads. Brian said guest, but that's it.
Yeah, Brian's the one lone one
Folks, no, Sherry Moon Zombie's actually going to be a guest, everybody, because
Bullshit.
she and Rob end up getting divorced over something. She gets no money in the settlement because of a prenup, and she's got bills to pay because she can't get acting roles anymore now that she's not married to the only person who will hire her.
Oh,
Well,
Sherry's got to be a
played.
guest.
Well played.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, no, fuck Sherry Moon, man. That's right. I said
All right,
it.
the next guest, it's actually a band. We mentioned them briefly today, but Ghoultown. Ghoultown was the Texas rockabilly, scary rockabilly band. They had them, I think, in 2009. They were great.
They're fantastic. Texas, like, basically psychobilly is what it was called.
And Allison, thank you very much. I got thoughts.
I love that.
I
DJ
think
did like her
so.
acting career. DJ, I love you that for that very reason. She makes $10. That's what Robin said. That's fucking hilarious. All right, no guest. Ghoultown, because
Ghoultown.
I would be so stoked for Ghoultown to come back.
I'm gonna guess you're saying they're dead because they've already been guests.
Well, so will they be a future guest despite? All right, so folks, the answer is no. Ghoultown will be dead. First of all, they've been distraught because their place got taken by American Party Machine again. And,
Oh shit!
and at the end of the day, I want to see them. That's why they won't be there.
Mic drop.
Uh,
That's good. Oh shit! Well played. Well played.
Okay, the rest of these I haven't thought of nearly as well, but we'll go ahead and plug and see what pops into my head.
Well
Next,
done.
this is actually, you know how we do the casts of different movies?
Sure.
We do the cast of Friday the 13th, the 2008 version. Are you sure you know how to run this game? I know exactly how to run this game. So the next is the cast of the 1988 movie The Blob, the remake. Notable people involved with The Blob were Kevin Dillon and Shawnee Smith.
Really?
Yeah. It's the only thing people ever possibly knew Kevin Dillon from before Entourage.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Angie. I'm gonna have to say guest. I'd meet Kevin Dillon.
All right. So as far as The Blob goes, and there's a few other people that like you might recognize their faces, but you couldn't tell their names to save their lives. Yeah, the answer is guest. There's no real joke behind
Johnny
this
Smith,
one.
there you
Johnny
go.
Smith does shows. Kevin Dillon. They actually do Entourage get-togethers with everybody except for the main guy.
The Aquaman guy.
Yeah, he doesn't do them.
And Jeremy Piven. I don't think Jeremy Piven does those.
No,
anybody.
Jeremy Piven's doing stand-up now because he can't get work as an actor anymore.
Yeah, that I knew.
So, yeah, so no. So we'll get the cast of The Blob. No one will care, but they'll be there.
I'll meet Kevin Dillon. And
Oh,
because
yeah,
and Robbie, you're absolutely right. Matt Dillon definitely got all the looks in that family. Absolutely.
All right, next.
I lost my puberty too. But anyway, yes.
We got a big name. This is going to be the headliner for 2025. You ready for this? If he shows up. It's a big name, though. Nicolas Cage. Does the star of Willy's Wonderland. Does the star of
Face Off.
The Color Out of Space.
Face off.
Face
Shit.
Off.
Fuck.
Does Nicolas Cage, does he show up or is he dead? Which is it? Dead or guest, folks?
It's
Guest. He's probably
guest.
killed by a Five Nights at Freddy's.
All right, so the answer is, and I'll let he dies before the show. Cocaine. Justin, you're actually really close. He is announced as a guest, but he does have to pull out at the last minute. Yeah, he OD'd over doing lines of coke over some hooker's ass.
Nice.
He got COVID.
No, Bones is absolutely right. He blew more money on his pyramid crypt. Yep.
He bought an island that just isn't good financial planning.
Yeah.
All right, next. Michael Keaton.
Ooh. I'm just gonna manifest this into the universe. Guest. I'd wait 10 hours in line for fucking Michael Keaton.
I'd wait 3 days in line to meet that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, dude. Holy
Never
shit.
gonna happen.
Oh, it might. It might. Okay, so here's guest. Folks, well, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. Guest. But the problem is they were talking to the agent when they found out that they could get the star of Jack Frost as a guest at the convention at a low price. They grabbed it. Turned out it was Scott McDonald, the Jack Frost horror movie that came out around the same year as the Michael Keaton Jack Frost movie.
Yeah.
So, he was billed for coming, but yeah, we get this guy named Scott McDonald instead. So that's a little disappointing.
Oh man.
Sorry. No Michael Keaton.
I'm speaking it into the universe.
All right. Next is the star of Wax Museum, Paris Hilton.
I was gonna say Vincent Price.
Dead.
I'm gonna say guest, but I don't give a shit.
You don't care about Paris Hilton? She had a difficult childhood.
She's a fucking Hilton. I don't give a shit.
Paris Hilton, dead. Guest, unfortunately. Yeah, no, Paris is going to do Spooky Empire. She's going to be part of her new reality show where she does a guest at different conventions.
Oh, God. I could actually see that happening.
It's called The Great Con with Paris Hilton. So,
son of a bitch. Well played.
Not a bad idea. All right.
Well played.
Next week, 2 more on the list. Sasha Grey.
Hmm.
For those of you who don't know Sasha Grey, turn off your safe search and just look her up, preferably in front of your parents or children. Sasha Grey was a porn star for a while. She now is an influencer, but she's done a couple of horror movies. So, she's done some stuff.
Good.
I'm gonna say guest. Once upon a time, Spooky did have adult film actresses, actors.
We had Jenna Jameson last year.
I know, but I mean before that, there have been a number that have been guests at Spooky.
Yeah, no, she's going to be an actual guest. She becomes a little less relevant every year. No one's really listening to her podcast, for the brilliant missives that are going through her head.
Of course, Justin is aware that she streams a lot.
Yeah, she does. She tries to do anything she can to get people to watch her. So
I like what Allison said. We should just bring her on as a co-host because horror movies. I like that.
All right, and the last one, John Waters, the legendary director who is actually making his final film right now.
Then he'll have more time for shows because he does events. He's been quite a few.
I'm going to say guest.
Guest.
And I'll explain why after the answer.
All right, I see guest. John Waters dead. Wouldn't that be sad?
I will be very upset the day that he goes.
Dead. I'm putting this one into the world. I want him as a guest, so I've been asking for John Waters for a long time. So I'm saying guest. No joke there. I just want to meet John Waters.
Well, he actually did a Fort Lauderdale convention called Shock Pop. I think it was about 10 years ago.
Yep.
He did Shock Pop, and he was a big draw there. So
a couple of times.
Yeah.
He did Shock Pop, and then the promoter of Shock Pop screwed him out of his money.
Mm-hmm.
He now requires
payment. There's a lot of
front.
drama around Shock Pop.
All right, so that's the list. Undertaker guest, Sherry Moon Zombie guest, Ghoultown dead.
Sherry's dead. Sherry dead. We don't acknowledge Sherry.
Sherry's not going to be dead. Sherry's going to be there.
Sherry dead.
Yeah, Serial Mom's a classic. Love Serial Mom.
Fucking fantastic. So actually, before we sign off, I did just want to do one more shout out to everybody in the chat. Your favorite vendor you're looking forward to, or your best Wyndham tip. Because, obviously people are going to be doing this on the replay over the next few days. So there are things that we do end up missing. I mean, the Wyndham is a lot of the stuff that we normally recommend doesn't really apply to the Wyndham per se. The Wyndham kind of has its own set of rules. So we're curious about what your favorite Wyndham tip is, or vendor that you're looking forward to.
We're going to be back in 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
2 weeks. We'll be back in 2 weeks. We'll do the go home show. We'll go over all the guests. But as far as the hairband metal members, you know what? Gunnar Nelson.
Fuck you.
Dead or guest?
Fuck you.
And not both. Not both of the Nelsons. Just Gunnar.
Sign me up. Don't care. Still pretty as fuck. Yes, sunscreen, abso-fucking-lutely. The sun has gotten worse in recent years. It is no fucking joke. Wear sunscreen. Comfortable shoes, absolutely. Disinfectant, just bring Clorox and pour all over everything. Plenty of water, abso-fucking-lutely. There you go. We have a number of their shirts that we wear on the regular. So, yeah.
Yep.
I'm actually working with them on a Tiki Mug set.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
From one of their t-shirts.
Carl is not wrong. I have seen because supposedly glass is not allowed at the pool, but no one ever enforces that. Oh, and Brian is looking forward to see a couple of his family members. You know, DJ said the neck fan, absolutely.
By the way, this does not I'll just say it doesn't matter right now. It's so far away still. But
What?
the early 30-day weather forecast, we are 3 weeks out. They are saying clear skies all weekend, but it'll be in the 90s. So,
It's Florida in May. It's Florida in May. Simple as that. So that's why. Yeah, recommend and as I said, mycarpe.com. Not only just to smell good, but if you want the makeup to stay in place. And I'm not getting paid
I saw
for
an
anything.
ad the other day for one called Mando.
That's fantastic.
all right.
Look
Well,
up Mando.
we'll sign off with that. I think we'll see you again in 2 weeks. And again,
We love you guys. We can't wait to see you in a couple of weeks. And
And
until
just-
then, what?
wait.
Okay,
No,
the
don't
things aren't up yet.
Not yet. Just
Okay.
want to say the next episode again is going to be the go home episode. We're going to discuss the rundown of the show. If you know anyone who's going to Spooky Empire for the first time, this is the show to tell them to go and watch.
Correct.
We'll have the event up a little earlier than we usually do, but this is the one. Mark your calendars right now for the 7th. 14th. Excuse me. It'll be Sunday the 14th, and that's the go home, and we'll talk about all the good stuff. So
Yeah.
All
I was
right.
gonna say, Robin, if you cosplay in May, I'm telling you, look this stuff up. I just recently did a photo shoot with it, and I'm in the middle of Florida sun, and my makeup stayed like absolutely fucking flawless. So highly recommend. And DJ said, don't forget your pool float. Absolutely. All right. So, and with that, we love you guys. We'll see you in a couple weeks. So fuck you.